Vintage Story has always allowed you to sail the seas with a raft. This was a fine option, but was lacking a few key features that limits its use. With the addition of the sailboat, a proper sea voyage can now be achieved. How do you make one of these fine-looking vessels? Let me show you. Funding for this video is provided by viewers like you. In this video, I'll show you everything you need to build your first sailboat, launch it into the sea, and accessorize it for max coolness. The sailboat is not an early game build. You'll need to be in at least the Copper Age to start. The list of materials needed to build a boat is lengthy. The handbook simply says a great deal of materials, which always brings a chuckle. So here is the list of materials needed. I'll go into greater detail as we build. 5 rollers, 2 plumbing squares, 9 logs, 8 firewood, 298 boards, 45 support beams, 27 coils of rope, and 21 linen squares. Yes, a great deal of materials indeed. At the start, the wood you choose will determine the color of the sailboat. Here's a list of all the fun color options. I love the look of the acacia boat. So many great colors. Which one did you choose? The first step is to assemble the rollers. These are the pieces of wood on the ground that allow you to construct the sailboat. You'll need firewood to craft them. Place 3 pieces of wood at the top of the crafting menu, and you've got a roller. Now, do this 4 more times, because you need 5. Time to find that perfect place to build. You'll need a flat piece of land on the water. With the rollers highlighted, you'll see a box outline. You'll need to align the blue outline to the water. You can rotate using the F key, and then click to place. If you've done it right, you should see 5 rollers on the ground. Now, before you start to build a sailboat, let's make sure to craft and gather the building materials. First, we need 2 plumbing squares. I know, what the heck is a plumbing square? I actually have no idea, but I love the name. To craft, place 2 sticks, 1 flax twine, and 1 stone. Any stone will do. You'll need 2, so do this twice. You will need an epic pile of boards, 298 in total. Remember, they all need to be the same type of wood, as this sets the color of the sailboat. Crafting beams is always fun. This process starts by debarking logs. Make sure that the logs are the same color as the boards. You'll need a hammer, axe, and the log in the crafting grid to debark. You'll need 45 support beams. Take the debark logs and your saw, place them in the crafting grid, and get to clicking. It's a sailboat, so it's going to need a lot of rope. 27 coils in all. Rope is made in the crafting grid with either wild vines, cattails, or if you're a warm weather dweller, papyrus. The boat sails are made from linen in Vintage Story. I hope you've been planting lots of flax. Place 4 flax twine in the crafting grid to produce 1 linen. You'll need 21 in total, so yeah, a lot of flax. Now for the fun part. Aim at the rollers and toggle the help with Control N. You'll now see the required ingredients needed to start the build. Use your right mouse button to add the items from your inventory into the boat. Don't worry if you don't have everything you need on hand. You can run and grab what you forgot. You won't lose your progress. When the final item is added, you're now ready to launch the boat into the water. I've done this a number of times, and I have a couple of suggestions. I think it would be so cool to cut a rope and push the boat out into the water. Additionally, smashing a bottle of wine on the hull as it goes into the water would be awesome. A Drax can dream. Let's take this baby out for a spin. To enter the sailboat, you right-click to the right of the tiller, or as I call it, the steering stick. The controls are the same as the movement of your character, using WASD to navigate around the water. When you're done sailing, you can hop out of the boat using the shift key. The boat can accommodate up to 10 people by adding in seats as seen here. You can also add in chests, baskets, crates to store all of your loot. You can mix and match these add-ons as you see fit at any given time. If you're lucky enough to have a cool new mount, good news! The sailboat has room for them. You'll need to add a fence post to the boat and then lead the mount to the boat. Right-click to tie the mount to the post, and the mount is on board. With the mount on board, I think this makes the sailboat the ultimate adventure craft. There are a couple of other items you can add to the sailboat to class it up. You can attach a lantern on the mast to light your way. Ratlines can be crafted using rope and attached, allowing you to climb to the top to get a better view. There is space now for an anchor and a figurehead, but as of the date of this video, they have not been implemented for use. Sadly, your boat cannot be picked up and taken with you. It lives on the body of water where it was built. However, using your trusty saw, you can deconstruct the boat. Beware, you'll only get back half of the materials. After a few seconds using this saw, the boat will disappear into a pile of materials on the ground or in the water. The sailboat is a long overdue addition to Vintage Story. Being able to load up the boat and head out for adventure is amazing. The sailboat, just like the Mount, serves as a mobile base of operation, allowing you greater range when exploring the world. Have you built a boat? Share your sailboat stories with me in the comments. As always, thanks for watching. We'll see you soon. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.